Welcome back to the channel. Root token just around the corner. Here's some easy ways you can boost your future score and earn more potential root rewards. So if that sounds good to you, smash that like button and let's get into it. The root network is the jewel in the crown of the Futureverse ecosystem, and this new purpose-built layer 1 blockchain will be having its public token launch for the root token soon. The root network is designed with ease of use in mind and is a true holistic attempt at onboarding the masses via big brand partnerships and easy to use gamified apps. The root token is used to secure the network and a form of incentives for participation, and it all ties back to your future score, which is linked to your FuturePass, your account for the Futureverse. And here's some easy ways you can start root rewards by being an active participant. Aaron McDonald, the CEO of the Futureverse, had this to say about the root network and its unique design in the way that it's launching. We turn the root network itself into a play and earn game. This novel approach of token distribution leverages proof of participation combined with your FuturePoints score to reward root to active community members. This is an entirely new take on launching a token and helps drive participation and network effects to the network itself. This kind of distribution is a kind of proof of real work that encourages activity that drives network effects for the root network. There's been no pre-sale of root tokens, and the only way to get your hands on some is to be active in the ecosystem. The root network still uses proof of stake for network security, meaning it's fast, cheap and efficient, and easy on the environment, but uses proof of work style token distribution by incentivizing participation. And the recent changes to the Futureverse Whitepaper has allocated even more root rewards to active community members. So there's no better time than today to start earning those root rewards. And here's some easy ways you can do so. Each month there'll be ecosystem challenges designed to drive engagement and test certain elements of the Futureverse ecosystem. The first challenge has gone live already, and if you minted a Next Legend boxer in October last year, all you need to do is log into your FuturePass to receive your root reward. As seen in this video demonstration here from no credits, FuturePoints and root token reward are calculated based off the following criteria: the type of Futureverse assets you hold, the number of assets, how long you've held them, the unique rarities of those assets, what activities those assets have already been involved in, along with contributions that players have made to help grow the ecosystem via social media channels. The score is dynamic and will evolve over time based on your active participation. So here's some things you can do already that should help buff up your FuturePoints score before the token even drops. Firstly, set up a FuturePass, as shown in the previous video. And it's as easy as connecting your MetaMask wallet to the underground at under.fluff.world. Another thing you can do if you own a Thingie is to start creating some AI artworks. This is also a simple process, and if you don't have any moon rocks already in your wallet, you'll need to buy some ASTO token to participate. I suggest following the links on CoinGecko to make sure you're buying the correct token, but for your convenience I've linked it below. You can also stake some ASTO or provide liquidity to the ASTO/USDC pair under the Altered State Machine Cortex dashboard. You'll also start to earn ASTO energy rewards, which is a non-tradable token which provides direct utility within the Altered State Machine protocol, allowing you to mine Gen 2 brains and partake in the Void protocol. However, both of those activities are currently on pause as the root network integration takes place, but you can still earn ASTO energy in the meantime, and potential root rewards. Next up, you can onboard yourself and pass KYC for the OTTO blockchain. The OTTO blockchain is going to be a safe DeFi zone as part of the root network and will allow users to deposit crypto assets from other blockchains into the ecosystem to unlock new yield generating opportunities. I've linked the onboarding guide video for OTTO in the details below. Next up, if you hold FLUFs, PartyBears, Thingies or Seekers, I strongly suggest that you give them a name and a backstory in the underground. It doesn't cost you anything to do this, and it might count towards your future points. Recently, the team from Gods and Goblins of Goblins. This is an infinite mint and also uses the DOT technology tested out by the Next Legends mint. DOT stands for Dynamic Object Transformer and allows for each avatar to be a truly unique one of one. It's a pretty amazing technology and a unique selling point for the Futureverse, allowing them to scale out collections for mainstream participants at very low cost, and you can mint a Goblin with just $20 as one of the cheapest entry points into the ecosystem. These high quality avatars come with 3D files and will allow for immersive gameplay when other products go live, such as the Third Kingdom, massively multiplayer game, and hero app for the Futureverse. You can also mint a Goblin by sacrificing a listed NFT for junk. You can then exchange your junk to mint Goblins. One Goblin will cost 100 junk. Check out the Gods and Goblins Twitter page and Gizmo the Junker for more details. However, this video also explains the process well.
You might be entitled to compensation. The Junkers of Gods and Goblins are allowing you to sacrifice your junk NFTs for Goblins. That's right. Turn your trash into non-fungible treasure at the click of a button and join the growing Goblin Horde. Simply head to the junkyard, select the trash NFTs you want to burn, and you'll receive a brand spanking new Goblin NFT in return. They're 3D, customizable, Goblin-y. Don't miss out. Follow for updates and follow the path to our website to learn more.
Another thing you can do if you have an Android device is sign up to the FIFA AI League public beta. Unfortunately, we're still waiting on the Apple iStore to pull their finger out and allow access for Apple users. The FIFA AI League is a smooth mobile app, and users don't even realise they're using the Futureverse tech stack. And it's the first live demonstration of how the Futureverse apps can bring in new users from other walks of life who have never interacted with Web3 or crypto products before. And over 10,000 downloads have already occurred. So straight away, that's at least 40,000 NFTs minted on the root network for use in the FIFA AI League, and probably many more, when you consider each player is wearing several items of clothing. Before I continue, a quick word from our sponsors that make the show possible.
Introducing Fraz Cola, the world's premier beer-flavored beverage.
It's Fraz Delicious, highly nutritious with a top-secret recipe that's so delicious.
Nothing beats the buzz of a cool Fraz Cola. What are you waiting for?
We're getting Fraz to the NAS!
Consume at your own risk. Symptoms may include and death.
Another thing you may be able to do if you own an ATEM Car Club membership and you haven't been that active recently is mint the Julia Landauer on-track collectible. Julia is a NASCAR driver in the NASCAR Xfinity series and is sponsored by the ATEM Car Club, and her collectible might count towards your FuturePoints score. Best of all, it's plus Ethereum gas fees, so keep that in mind and maybe try and mint it when gas prices are relatively low. Other things you might be able to do that may potentially count towards your future score include pressing mintage garments. Mintage is bringing vintage digital collectibles to the metaverse, and the Futureverse partnered with Mintage team, which includes Snoop Dogg's manager Nicky Adler and prominent sneakerhead and vintage collector Sean Wotherspoon, to create some unique vintage clothing that we can wear with our avatars. Using various different ink types, you can press a mintage garment into a whole new creation, and doing so may help count towards your FuturePoints score, as this would be testing another element of the root network. These next few items are a lot more speculative and may or may not count towards your FuturePoints score, but they're worth doing anyway, and generally being a good Web3 participant is rewarded in one way or another. The Hume Collective is currently the most prominent example of a team flexing Futureverse intellectual property, and their metastar Angelbaby is a FLUF character and producing amazing music in collaboration with Gino the Ghost from Blocktones. I'm expecting both of these projects to use the Futureverse rails in one way or another going forward, so voting in Hume Go might count towards your score. Another Web3 project, JADU, has had strong links to the Futureverse for a couple of years now, before the Futureverse actually even existed, with FLUF World holders having the right to mint packs. JADU, the augmented reality battler game, also has its own governance, so consider participating if you hold JADU assets. Both JADU and the Futureverse teams have co-invested into Walker World, an open world and first-person shooter game, and we've already seen several examples of Futureverse assets in Walker World, including drug receipts, A for All-Stars, Seekers, and of course FLUFs. And you can now start staking your Walker World assets to earn OOZE, their in-game currency, which you can trade for other rewards, and further utility down the line as other parts of the ecosystem go live. This will simply cost you some Ethereum gas fees to stake your assets and start earning OOZE, so you may as well. Some other things that you can do revolve around social media and start spreading the word around what the Futureverse is building. Now, the details on how this is calculated are still very much unclear, but keep in mind that the altered state machine has some sophisticated AI tech that might be able to scrape your data and calculate your score. I assume YouTube and Twitter will be two platforms targeted, given how prevalent their usage is in Web3 in general. So consider things like Twitter memes, because everyone loves a meme and it's likely to generate lots of interaction. Even better, mega threads outlining a particular element of the vast ecosystem. General usage within the various Discord channels might also count towards your score in one way or another. And it's never been easier than content. There's several free to use apps out there that you can use, including the amazing Snapchat filters created by Blockchain Bunny and Big Hino. That's a really easy way to create some content and still remain somewhat anonymous if you're afraid of putting your face behind the camera. And if you've never created video content before, AI tools such as Vidyo.ai helps to create shorts with very limited editing skills, and fully featured video editing programs such as CapCut are pretty straightforward to use once you get stuck in, so don't be afraid to give it a go. The community is incredibly supportive with any efforts that anyone makes in generating new content, and we're all learning together, so don't be afraid to get stuck in and start farming those root tokens. There's going to be many other challenges in due course, so get ready to start bridging your assets across, likely be rewarded for each time you do so. And make sure you give the Futureverse and Root Network's Twitter pages a follow with notifications on so you don't miss any updates. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoy this content, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and maybe consider watching one of my other videos. Bunnies up!